Hello everyone, this is going to be a UU battle against TheKillerNacho once again, and interestingly enough, looking at his team, he does have an interesting one that I do remember from when we first battled in the when I played X and Y at the time, and that is his freaking Gligger. That Gligger was so annoying because it walled my Mega Ampharos back in the day, and I was like, wow, how does this thing get away with so much? But yeah, well, now we have another UU battle, and I want to see if I can actually get something going this time around. Cause yeah, and let's see if I fall for that dang Gligar again. Anyways, I'm gonna lead off with my boy Houndoom, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, by the way. And he's gonna lead off with Slacking. And this Houndoom is actually a somewhat of a gimmicky set, cause it's one that has Will-O-Wisp, so it can burn stuff. But he also he also goes for the Earthquake, and this thing is actually sashed, as you see. So it's Will-O-Wisp with Focus Sash. The Slaking is burned, so that's actually good because this thing is really powerful. And on top of that, it has Truant, so I get to take advantage of a turn to do this, the Super Fang. So literally, this thing just burns and then cuts things in in half with in terms of HP anyway. And now he's gonna switch out, and you're gonna see my last move here is Sucker Punch. So yeah, it's just meant to cut things in half, burn them if possible, and then Sucker Punch them to have them completely weakened. Yeah, this is just a set that I made for myself. I don't think anyone else uses it. In fact, I think anyone would just say that it's not a set, period. But nah, that's bullshit. Anyway, he's gonna Volt Switch, just kill off my Houndoom. Should have been dead as soon as the Slaking was out of his Truant, but he switched out, so yeah. And now I go into Swampert because I want to get those rocks up. And he's going to go for the Giga Impact, which I should take it very well because this is a defensive Swampert, but god damn it, this guy gets a freaking crit. And but I still get the rocks up, which is really good. And this thing is burned already too. And I switch out Swampert because even though I know that Truant is the next turn, I wanted to send in Crobat to maybe Super Fang something that would be really annoying. But yeah, and I do get this thing dies to the burn, which is really good. He goes into this annoying Gligger, and I really hate Gligger. I tried to Toxic this thing, and holy shit, I forgot this thing had immunity. No, actually, not really. I didn't know this thing had immunity, period. And because of that, now he just gets rocks up, and now I'm forced to defog because I don't want anything on my team taking freaking stealth rocks. Because any little bit of residual damage kind of matters for this guy's team. So, and he goes for the Rock Slide, so unfortunately he has Rock Slide on this thing, so he can hit my Crobat as well. And I kind of panicked a little bit and switched out. I was supposed to go for the Super Fang, I think, or the U-turn, I don't remember, but I just panicked and just went for the I just switched out. I hard switched and then went into Roserade, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this thing to sleep right now so I can stop doing what he wants. He switches it out though, and then he goes into this Cobalion, which is actually, I didn't go for Sleep Powder. I went for Giga Drain thinking he'd want to leave Gligar into the Sleep Powder. And I was like, no. I want some damage on you because you're doing a lot of damage with those Stealth Rocks right now. He goes for the Calm Mind, which actually scared the hell out of me. I actually was like, you know what, no. Don't start setting up in my face right now. So I'm just gonna go for the Hidden Power Ground in this case. And this Cobalion thankfully goes down despite the Calm Mind, which is really good. This is why I love Roserade. Roserade's so damn powerful, and it just has a cool design too. But now he goes into this Darmanitan, and unfortunately I had to let Roserade die here because I don't have any switch-ins for this thing. And I wanted to know if this thing was choiced or not, and if so, which kind of choice item is it using? Is it using Choice Band or is it Choice Scarfed? This thing takes recoil damage. And here I go into Sharpedo, and this is where I actually I don't know if this is a misplay or not, but I actually I do a double switch here. Yeah, because he switches out, and he got to switch out first, which tells me that the Darmanitan was probably faster. So I switched out myself because I wanted to know if he was banded or not, and what move would he go for. But how do you say, I went into Swampert, and I actually activated my Custap Berry just to go for one last the what's it called, Scald. I was considering going for the Stealth Rocks, but I figured at this point I don't think it's necessary, so I just went for the Scald. It was turn boosted as well, so it did enough, and he got the burn too, so that's even better. This thing went for the Giga Drain, got some HP back, but with the burn, kind of puts it back in the red HP. I go back into Sharpedo. I just go for the safe crunch without protecting or anything, because first of all I'm faster than this thing, and second of all it's definitely gonna die to one crunch from a regular Sharpedo, because remember that regular Sharpedo is weaker than Mega Sharpedo, especially with the move crunch because of Strong Joe. I get a speed boost now. He goes into this for Alligator, and unfortunately I can't protect on this thing because I'm afraid this thing will try to go for the Dragon Dance, so I just have to Mega Bulb right away and just start spamming crunch, because I don't want this thing to get away with setting up in my face. Although if this thing has Earthquake plus Aqua Jet, I might just lose Sharpedo here. So I crunch this thing, get the defense drop for whatever it's worth, because I two-shot this thing anyway. He goes for the Waterfall, which basically tells me that it's not, it doesn't carry Earthquake, which is really, really good. So I could just crunch this thing. He doesn't have Aqua Jet either, apparently, so that's even better for me. And for Alligator goes down, which is really, really good. He sends out Gligar, which is the mon I really didn't want to deal with. But I go for the crunch on this thing, and I wanted to see if this is a two-shot. And looking at it, it probably was even after the defense drop, so I'm not sure. But the thing that mattered most was I gonna live this Rock Slide? And holy fucking shit, I actually lived that with 1 HP. I was like, holy shit. This allows me to get rid of this dang Gligar that walled my Mega Ampharos the first time we battled. Payback. But I just say, yeah, he goes into Darmanitan, and I don't have Waterfall in this thing, so I just went for the crunch and just hope it kills. And if it doesn't kill, it'll just die to recoil with the remainder of my mons if he locks himself into Flare Blitz. So yeah, I won this in. It was with Sharpedo of all mons. Of all Pokemon, I actually won with my boy Sharpedo. And yeah, that was a pretty fun match. It was kind of hype because I thought I was gonna lose Mega Sharpedo right there when the Gligar went for Rock Slide, but seeing how I didn't and just managed to get the late game sweep, I was like, damn, that is sick. But yeah, that's a good game, and just stay tuned for more battles because I definitely have a lot more to upload. So yeah, and this was just a quick battle I wanted to record before doing something else for the time being. But yeah, take it easy, everyone.